What is up, YouTube? It is Drake here, and today I want to talk about the first time I have ever been high. Now this is a story from about 11 years ago. I was 13 years old and in junior high. Now prior to this, I had smoked marijuana and spice once, but I did not really get high. And I'm like, okay, I must be doing something wrong. So I told myself, I'm gonna hold in the smoke twice as long. I'm gonna take a hit, pass it to my buddy, and I'm not gonna blow my smoke out until he takes his hit, holds it, and blows his smoke out. Okay, and we smoked like 3 bowls. And it did not kick in at all until after we smoked the 3 bowls, and then it all like kicked in at once. And what happened was the world like started spinning, but not like when you're drunk and the world's spinning. It was like I was in a tunnel, and like I'm in a tunnel, but everything around it is spinning. And I cannot talk, I cannot communicate until every once in a while I'd come back into focus, and then I'd say something, and my friend kept saying the same thing over and over again. He kept saying, take another hit, take another hit. And he was always saying the same thing every time I would start spinning and then come back. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, time is reversing itself and playing again. And I am going to be stuck here like this for eternity. And I was fully convinced that that was true. And it was very scary. It was very scary. But after like 30 or 45 minutes, I was sober enough to start walking. We run back to my friend's house. It's fucking raining, and it feels like my legs are part of the ground. It feels like from my knees down, my legs are inside, like in the ground, but I'm moving, and my knees are like gliding across the ground. And it was an extremely strange feeling. We get back to my friend's house, and he starts, he can tell I'm insanely high. It was very obvious. So he thinks it'd be funny to start fucking with me just because he was that kind of guy. And he starts chasing me like around with a knife and shit. It was not funny at all. It was fucking terrifying. And I'm sitting in his chair in his room, and I feel like I'm like 10 feet tall looking down at his room. And then I fall onto his bed, and then my 2 friends would like come up to the door and just be laughing their ass off at me. And when they would come up to the door, there would be these outlines around their body, these black and white lines that are constantly like moving around their body. And that was probably like the one cool thing about the whole trip. What was just that one hallucination. The rest of it was extremely unpleasant. And I actually almost never did drugs again, but and then I tried real marijuana, and I realized that spice and marijuana were 2 extremely different things. But I kept smoking spice too, even though I was kind of scared of it. But yeah, that's about the video for today. But hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.